After a long day of work, 3 British engineers walk into a pub. One of them says, "We need to make an SUV which can travel through an active war zone." Another one says, "It also needs to be fast, very fast." And the third one says, "It needs to be luxurious enough that even Paris Hilton would enjoy driving it through Beverly Hills." From that simple chance encounter, the 2023 Land Rover Defender V8 was born. At least that's how I like to think it happened. But it should really be called the Offender because it's powered by a 5-liter supercharged V8 which produces 518 horsepower and 461 pound-feet of torque, which will surely replace your neighbor's alarm clock. That output travels through an 8-speed automatic transmission and obviously powers all 4 wheels. There are 3 new variants of the Land Rover Defender. The 90, which is a shorter 2-door version of this, the 110, which is this one, and then the 130, which is a larger, higher passenger capacity version. Now let's get serious for a moment. The Defender has the aerodynamic sophistication of a refrigerator or the meatloaf inside it. Still, it manages to go from 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. And not just considering the shape of this car, but also that it weighs nearly 3 tons. That's pretty quick. The G-Wagon and Defender have the same appeal in the fact that they both originate from a classic design, which has been modernized for the future. Now, this car has shed its rougher styling for a more modern, road-friendly look. But you don't really miss the old style because you have enough of it here, which still lives on in the current design. I have always been a die-hard G-Wagon fan, but this Defender is definitely giving it a run for its money. Number one, the interior is very luxurious. It has a finely grained leather. I love the color. The door panel adds some toughness to it with the rivets all around. The sound system, which I listen to, it sounds marvelous. You can adjust the layout of your gauges. You can have your speedometer and your tachometer, or you can go for a single dial, have some information on each side. You can go for the map, see your navigation as you're driving, speed on the top, the media, what you're listening to, driver assistance, which helps you keep your lane as you're driving along the road. And in the infotainment system, you have the cameras where you can see your car from multiple angles from the back and then all around 360. That's very helpful. You can also have off-road cameras, which also has your axles and differentials working, and the towing, which also helps if you're taking your boat to the lake or something like that. You have these buttons for increasing and decreasing ride height. There's a waiting option which really increases the ride height so the car can breathe, the engine stays above water, and that clearance is actually higher than the Jeep Wrangler's waiting clearance. I have climate control, so you can control the front, rear, and also the load space, which has a little cute pupper on the screen. That's nice. Valet mode to protect your car while you're eating your steak. You can control the heated seats front and rear right here. And you also have an eco mode just in case you care about saving gas with a supercharged V8. Let's start it. Off to the road test. This car has huge mirrors. You won't be able to miss anything. You also have a heads-up display. Just going about 10 miles per hour, I can already tell how nice this car sounds. The acceleration is incredible for a car of this size and weight. It really feels like you're driving an M5 or E63, especially with the sound. The G63 has a pretty rough ride, but since this has air suspension, it is incredibly smooth, and it also handles maybe a little bit better than the G-Wagon too. The turn radius is also pretty good, so even if you want to use this for off-road, you also pretty much get a sports car in the same package, 2-for-1 deal. Now I can't believe I'm saying this, but This car is so good that I might just have to buy it over a G-Class. And of course, I can afford to do that, so that's why I'm talking about it, of course.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Now, would I buy this Defender over a G63? Now, I've pretty much liked the G63 since I've been in the womb, but still, I would choose this because it's $125,000 versus the G63, which has worse inflation than eggs these days. So that's what I would do. I would pick the new 2023 Land Rover Defender. If you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And until next time, I'll see you later.